Thanks for earlier talking about the man purses that I'm rocking right here. So I want to tell you this. I started going to Ukraine about 6 years ago, and I have a best friend there. He's a great guy. He's in the army now, but I had no luck with women there, and the women there are super hot. And the last day that I was visiting, for the first time that I visited, he says, "You need one of these. These are stylish here. This is what's gonna get you all the girls." So he gave me this. I went back to America. I couldn't get laid there either. You guys been following the whole war going on? Yeah. Can I get a fuck Putin?
Yeah, fuck Putin.
Louder than that. Fuck Putin.
Fuck Putin.
There we go. It's a war that started because the guy has a dick so small that even the fastest sports car couldn't compensate, so you need to start a war, right? And he's like sitting there talking about how he wants to, everybody's talking about how he wants to like create a legacy where like he creates a famous Russian czar like in days before. And he's been successful. Like there's this new hero, Zelensky is his name. I'm here, there's a girl back there, Vika! She doesn't speak any English at all. She's out there talking to her boyfriend from Mariupol right now. I want to tell stories of some of the refugees that like we've been helping get across. So right back there, the girl that's filming, that's Lauren. She's from North Carolina as well. As soon as this thing started, she's like, "Kevin, I saw that you have friends out there. Let's get them across the border." And Vika, who's here, is the first one that we got across the border. And she got to Lviv, like from Kiev, and got there, and I promised her there was a place to stay, but she got there after curfew started. And she was like, "Fuck you, Kevin. There's no place for me to stay. You're lying to me. I don't know how I'm gonna get to the border." She's like, "It's cold." I didn't hear from her for like 2 hours. I was like, "Hey, Kevin, I got to the border." I was like, "How did you do that? You're gonna help me, right? You're gonna help me get other people across." She's like, "No, fuck you. Fuck all of them. Fuck you. I did it. Nothing else." Next day, "Kevin, they don't want to take my Ukrainian money here. Don't you wish you weren't a bitch yesterday?" Now, of course I'm gonna help her. We did. She came all the way here. I wish she was here, but she's talking, like I said, to her boyfriend from Mariupol. She hasn't heard from him for like almost a month. But if everybody could give a big round of applause to Vika, just real loud. Vika! So the other thing that Putin said that the war was for is there's just Nazis in Ukraine, yeah? Like it's a Nazi government, which makes Zelensky the first Nazi Jew. And I guess that kind of makes me for supporting him the second, right? Because I am Jewish. I'm half Catholic, half Jewish. It kind of makes me a cashew. Only happens in New York. Like these are both like really rich, traditionally cultured like religions and shit. Like in Catholicism, for instance, they believe that when you go for communion, you're actually like eating the body of Christ and drinking the blood of Christ. And in Judaism, they believe that there should not be cannibalism in religion. That's kind of weird. People are always like, "Why are you more Jewish than Catholic?" And it's because my roommate went to Israel, and you know how they have those Monopoly games for each place that you're at? Like they had like Jewopoly, where instead of the Boardwalk and Park Place, they had the Gaza Strip in the West Bank. But you couldn't own them, only occupy them. Couldn't build hotels, just settlements. Never wanted to pick up a chance card. Allah Akbar. It's really hard to play a game of Monopoly where every player's the banker, though. I have a terrible Jewish mom because I'm 42 and single. Her idea of like getting grandkids is like, "Hey, you're going to the bars, here's some roofies." Then when I like take the girl home, my mom sees me like doing things with her on the couch. She's like, "Oh, that's disgusting. Why don't you go fiddle her on the roof?" Oh, they say in comedy you should write what you know. I don't think I could fill a full 10 minutes about porn. I only ever watch it for 30 seconds at a time. I will say this, porn technology has come a long way. When I was a kid, it was dial-up modems. You had to wait like 20 minutes for a photo to load. And you're sitting there like, I was in Asia, I was in Singapore, so like half the time it was like a dude, but you couldn't tell because it was like super fucking hot dude. Refresh. I hope there's no dick below the waist. I hope there's no dick below the waist. How do I tell my parents maybe I'm gay? But now, it's like whatever you want. Have you guys been on Pornhub? It's always like this stuff like what's popular and trending in your area. And it's always stepsisters and incest. But then I went to West Virginia in America, and it was like, what's trending in your area? sex with people who are not related to you at all. If anybody here's ever been to West Virginia, you hate that joke. But that looks like it's my time. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. Keep coming out and supporting this. This is the first one. Maya's fucking awesome. Guys, you rock. Keep it going for the next comic.